Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC Pack 3 speculation and some confirmation. We'll go ahead and break everything down in today's video, but I've been seeing a ton of commotion in regards to the character transformations, right? I've been seeing a lot of questions being asked, such as, can Daima Mini Goku transform into Super Saiyan 4 Mini? Can Z and Goku transform into Super Saiyan 4 Daima? Can Z and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyan 3 Daima? Stuff like that, right? So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like on today's video, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it. By the way, just a small disclaimer, if I sound a bit tired, that's just because I've been up for 24 hours, but don't worry, I will rest up before DLC Pack 3 does drop. So Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku, we actually have some confirmation. If we go over here to the very end of the trailer and read the fine print at the bottom left corner of the screen, it says the following. Footage shown is under development. Please note that the additional characters in this video are paid content, which is obvious, part of Daima Pack 2. The transformation animation for Goku Mini Super Saiyan 4 is only available for those who own Goku Mini Super Saiyan. So this was confirmed ever since the trailer released. It's just not a lot of us read the fine print. I mean, I didn't know about this until last night. Somebody mentioned this over on Reddit. Shoutouts to y'all. But again, a lot of people were wondering, can these characters transform? Because they do edit the trailer a little bit, and some of the characters, it kind of seems like they will be transforming, but some characters, you know, it kind of seems like the transformations might just be part of the intros, right? So since we have the confirmation right there, and now we go back to Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 4, which I believe is somewhere right here. There are some hints within the trailer that I will point out. So obviously, Mini Goku Super Saiyan right there, transforming into Super Saiyan 4. This is not going to be Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku's intro like some of us were predicting, but hey, that's totally fine because we were just keeping our expectations extremely low, which I completely understand. So the very start of his transformation, if you pay attention to the sound design in the background, you can actually hear that distinct sound whenever the characters do transform. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and go back, play that once more. That's the transformation sound effect, the start of it at least. So Super Saiyan Goku, of course, he's part of DLC Pack 2, also known as Daima Pack 1. And the base variation of Goku, that's the pre-order bonus. However, you can purchase base Daima Goku. I think he's around $3 US. So what they did when Daima Pack 1 came around, they dropped an outfit for base Goku. And the only way to transform into Super Saiyan is if you already had base Daima Goku, right? And then, you know, you get to transform, use the additional ultimate attack or impact. That's essentially the same thing here with Super Saiyan Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 4 Mini, right? You have to have DLC Pack 2 in order to transform into Super Saiyan 4. If you just have DLC Pack 3, then it's going to be the standalone Super Saiyan 4 Mini character, right? You won't get this animation. But speaking of the animation, probably the coolest transformation within the entire DLC pack. I mean, he does everything frame by frame to the anime. We have the roar, we have the fierce fiery effects, the impact, the explosion. So epic, right? So that's the confirmation. We don't need to speculate anymore, at least in regards to Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku. Now going over to Super Saiyan 4. This is, you know, at least in the trailer, it kind of cuts over to the adult segment, I guess you could say, of the characters right here. Now, I've been seeing some speculation. Maybe this Dragon Ball animation, obviously there's only 3 in the Demon Worlds and not 7. For those who are confused, I've been seeing some in the comments, how come there's only 3 and not 7? Bro, it's in Dragon Ball Daima. The Demon World, there's only 3. Tamagami 1, 2, 3, which, by the way, how come they're not included within this DLC pack? Very unfortunate. People have been saying that this very well could be Super Saiyan for Mini Goku transforming into the adult variation, and I don't think that's the case at all. I just don't think we'll be able to transform into Super Saiyan 4 adult Goku. I think he's just going to be a standalone character, right? And the 3 Dragon Balls and this part right here where he does the iconic stance, I think this is just going to be his character intro. Going back to Daima Mini Goku, yes, that's been confirmed. This is going to be a legit transformation if you have DLC 2, which, going off topic a little bit, how come they did not include Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku? Isn't that a bit bizarre? I understand them skipping out on Super Saiyan 2 just because in the anime, I think he only transforms into that state 2 different times, right? Once going up against Tamagami 3, you know how he used the Ascended Super Saiyan Kamehameha Blast to overpower the Ki Blast of Tamagami 3. And I think when he was transforming into Super Saiyan 3 for the first time in his mini form, right? He went Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan 3. So I get why they skipped out on that. But Super Saiyan 3, I mean, he got plenty of screen time. You know, went up against Goma, Third Eye form. I kind of feel like they could have included Super Saiyan 3, right? To make the pack a bit more complete. Then it would have been base transforming into Super Saiyan, and then skipping to transforming into 3, and then Super Saiyan 4 Mini, right? That would have been the best case scenario. Anyway, I do digress. So going back over here to adult Super Saiyan 4, let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think? I think this is just the character intro, or maybe the win outro. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the characters have unique animations for the outros. Now, going over here to Vegeta, it is a bit different of a story, just because, you know, going back to the hints I mentioned for Goku, you know how they play that distinct sound effect once more? We have some of that over here for Vegeta, but not just the sound effects, some actual gameplay footage, I guess you could say. So first, I'll just let this play out.
Now that I'm back to normal, you're no match for me!
Boom, right? So that's the transformation animation. Well, at least I think it is. It could be the intro. This is kind of hard to decipher. So going back to the beginning, listen to the sound design.
Now that I'm back to
right there, that's the transformation sound.
Now that I'm back,
you know what I mean? How we get that burst of wind or energy, and then that kind of like that shocking sound effect.
Now that I'm back to,
so that's one hint. And I guess the second hint would be, I've been seeing some people point this out, but you can actually see Vegeta with eyebrows. Super Saiyan 3 doesn't have the eyebrows, so it's Super Saiyan 2 transforming into Super Saiyan 3. Now again, this very well could be for the intro, right? He starts off as Super Saiyan 2, then transforms, which would be kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us would prefer an actual awoken transformation animation. But how would it do that? Would it just be Z end Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 into 3? But that means the name would change, because if we go over to the official Sparking Zero website, it's been recorded that his name is Vegeta Daima Super Saiyan 3, right? So the names won't necessarily match unless it's a completely different outfit, and the outfit changes everything about the character. But we also have even more hints saying that this very well could be an actual character transformation, right, in game. So the cutscene here, very cool, the impact frame, but right here, post transformation, you guys know how after the character transforms, oh wait, even this right here, you see how the shading, the lighting changes a little bit, even the model, dude, that's something that happens in game. Right, how we get the very cool art style for all the cutscenes, and then, you know, it transfers over to the in-game stuff. So right here, the post-transformation stance. We all know every single character who can transform usually has a transformation stance bursting with aura. Kind of interesting, kind of interesting. Now, nothing is confirmed. The only transformation that is confirmed is Mini Goku. I mean, it's right there in the fine print. At the same time, the reason why I don't think this is going to be an actual character transformation is because why wouldn't they say under DLC Pack 3, say that Vegeta will be receiving an additional costume, you know, for Z End, where he can transform into Daima Super Saiyan 3. Something similar they did for DLC 2. You guys see how it says one costume available for Goku Mini? Again, base transforming into Super Saiyan. They went ahead and put that down. So why didn't they put that down for Vegeta? It's a bit strange. So again, it's just speculation. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku is confirmed to be transformable. However, for adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, most likely going to be standalone characters. Vegeta at the same time does kind of seem like it's going to be a transformation. You know what I mean? With the stuff I pointed out. It's interesting. It's interesting. Just keep your expectations extremely low and expect adult Goku and Vegeta to be their very own standalone characters. Now, Majin Buu, if I haven't said already, it's pretty dang clear that his Super Saiyan 3 bootleg transformation, this one right here, is going to be part of his ultimate attack, maybe a Blast 2 rush attack. I said in previous videos it would be kind of cool if, you know, it will be a Blast 1 power boost, but again, it's just going to be integrated into one of the cutscenes, because we can clearly see him do the startup animation right here, lunging forward like every other rush move right there, and then he hits the opponents, starts charging Super Saiyan 3, and yeah, the climax of the animation and then the end of the animation where he gets off fatigue. Goma, I would say that's another obvious one. There are going to be two different Gomas, right? Third Eye State transforming into his giant state. If we take a look at all the other giant character previous forms like Scouter Vegeta or even Super Baby Vegeta, they can transform into their giant states, and that's what's being displayed right here. Third Eye giant form. Kind of cool. It was just Mini Goku, adult Goku, and Vegeta that I wanted to speculate. Well, I guess confirm Mini Goku. Again, he can transform. But as for the other two, not entirely sure. Just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Thank you guys for the immense support as always. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!